Hi guys, welcome back. Anyone that's new, welcome to my channel. Now you might remember a little while back I've done some little resin bells, and I had 4 of them to do. I've done 2. I've done this one yesterday, and I thought, well, you might like to see me do the last one. I've got to get them done because I want to get them made up for me Christmas. I've got some holly and stuff like that, and I want to do the 4 bells in a bunch with the holly and all that sort of stuff. So I just thought you might like to watch it being done. If you don't, then don't worry. And, well, whatever, go watch Coronation Street with the missus if you want, you know. So, I just thought I'm going to get this last one turned, all right? Thought you might be interested. So, I'm going to get it mounted on my lathe. I've done these, I set these quite a while back. Yeah. A good couple of months or so now since I've done these. I'm going to put a tailstock up, just give me that little bit of support. Okay. And I'm just going to be turning these with the 12mm standard cutter. Okay, I'm going to use my chisel because, well, I made it and I like using it, basically. But it's exactly the same as the standard Type 3. Right, so I'm going to put my shield on because I'm turning resin, and you know you can get splinters come off and whatever. Well, not that I will. If you use your cutter to cut it, it won't. It'll be all right. And it's a standard cutter. I'm not using negative rake. If you have trouble with getting chip out on your negative rake, mainly if you use it to scrape, then on your standard cutters, I mean, if you get trouble with chip out, then go over to a negative rake, and that helps stop you getting the chip out. But I use the standard cutters, and if you present it right, you won't get no problems. Okay, and I don't use traditional on resin at all. I only use carbide on resin because I think it's far superior for the job. Okay, let's get this turning, and I'll start to get some of the outside shape. So we're going to get Lisa covered in it.
Let's use it for our Christmas tree.
Sorry?
Let's use it for our Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Get the outside sort of down. Oh, look at that. Yeah, let me come in this way. So it's slow and easy, cut rolled over, and you get nice cut. I'm just coming onto the wood there. Alright, go this way. There we are. I'm on the bevel of the cutter and we get it to right. Come on. There we go. Right, just want to get my bell shape here at the bottom. Well, I'm just going to stop and get rid of some of this. Wow. Look at it, it's going everywhere. Horrible stuff. Right, just want to get some of this off because it's... Not a smooth finish though, so that's alright. So I'll get the outside bit shaped and then I'll go on to hollowing it. Right, okay. So again. bit there. That's it, nice and smooth. A lot of times if you get that noise, that... Sorry, let me take my mask off. That noise, that's when you're in danger of chipping it out. So that means you're taking too heavy a cut. Just back off a little bit with it. You don't want that noise. Now I can't go in too far, I have to keep the diameter quite fit because it's already got a hollow inside it. If you remember, I put 2 wooden plugs in it. I use those little shot glasses for it. Right, so I'm just going to take this edge off because that can be quite sharp. Don't want to catch your finger on that. That's it. Right, come here for another little cut. I'll make this my last cut on this outside, so I want it nice and smooth. A couple of slight ridges there, go the other way. Maybe a little bit high. Only a little bit. I've got a few ridges there, that's all. It's definitely cutting better going that way for some reason. That's not too bad. Really fine, delicate cut now. Just to get rid of any bumps. That's it. That's not too bad. Right. Now I'm gonna stop it. I'll take this tailstock away. Get rid of some of this. It's flapping about. There's no chipping or anything in that, so that's all right. It should be good. So now I want to start hollowing it, so at least I'll take you around that side a little bit. Alright. Going to leave the tailstock in place just until I get rid of some of this wood. There's quite a bit of wood there to get rid of, so start again. Just get rid of some of this. Right, okay, I'm going to get rid of the tailstock. And take the centre out so I don't stab myself on it. Right, the first part of following I'm gonna. Oh, let's see. Right. I've got. Well, I have my spindle gouges. I've got some 10mm bar made. I've got a little 6mm cutter on here. Now, this chisel's actually going to be available, but unfortunately, because like I said, I'm having trouble with getting materials and stuff at the moment. It won't be out until after Christmas. I'm going to be doing this chisel with the little 6mm cutter and 8mm cutter. So not everyone does deep hollowing. A lot of people do small stuff like this, and you can still have the little 6mm cutter. I'm using it at the moment, so I want to try it out a bit and see how it goes. So I'm doing a little bit of, I'm just trying it out quite a bit, this little 6mm cut. I won't bring a tool out until I've tried it a lot, and I like to use it myself, see how it is and see if there's any problems. One thing I do find with it at the moment is, I think it's because it's the little cutter. When you're doing a lot of these things, as you get a bit deeper and the balls get thinner, it tends to screech. You get a lot of screeching from these little cutters. And I think it's just the cutter. I've tried it on all different bars, even on the big one, so I know it's not the vibration of the bar. I think it's the actual cutters cause it to screech a little bit. But for getting rid of the main stuff here, they're really good. I'd say keep it rolled over and work off the tip. I think it's more the screeching comes when you come off the tip. When you go onto the side and it's like that, and it's scraping. And as you come along here, it starts to, you can feel it's not as nice, it starts to scrape. You really want to try and keep on that tip if you can. But I'd say if you do things like this, nice smooth cut. If you do things like this, you don't want the big chisel. I mean, this well, I've got the 6mm cutter on this one. That's, although you can get in here like this with it, but you don't really want to chisel like that if you're doing small pieces like this. So that's why I'm going to bring it out like this, and it's going to have an adjustable handle as well. So you'll be able to put your, I mean, I took my spindle gouges out. So you'll be able to put the spindle, your 10mm spindle gouges or thread spindle gouges in. So it'll come with, when you get it, it'll come with the 2 bars. 8mm cutter and a 6mm cutter. And then also there's going to be available to have the 9mm cutter as well. So that'll be added, that you can add that on if you want it. Okay? But it's going to come with the adjustable handle like this, so you can move it in and out as you want it. The bars come all the same sort of length, and let's say you can take, if you take your spindle gouges out, you can pop them in there. Or your bowl gouge, you did 3/8. It's a 3/8 bowl gouge that will go in. And it's nice for doing all this little work. You don't always want to be, not everyone's into big hollowing and bowls. But I must admit, these cutters are good for this sort of stuff as well. And you can see the ribbons that come off with it. Now at some point I'm going to come through here. Yeah, there it is there. Yeah, that's actually a hollow there. Look, I can actually go through there. Right down to the bottom, look. There we go, that's out. Well, I'm just going to stop for a second and remove that. I don't want no flapping about in there. There we go, that's out. Right. Okay, so yeah, my wall is near enough, thin enough on there. I just got to come down a little bit more. But I'm just going to carry on with this until I get this done here. There you go. See what I mean? It starts to screech. Now I think that's more because I'm getting on the side of the floor. Yeah, if I can get on the tip, if you keep it on the tip of the cutter, it's all right. You don't get the screeching. But a lot of that is how thin it's going. I mean, remember this is a bell, so it should have that. It should have that harmonics to it. There it is there. Yeah, I'm not quite getting on the tip there. I am on the tip now. There it is, no. Yeah, when it's right up there inside. There. It's these little cutters, they're so aggressive, but what I should do is change over now to soft. Alright, quick change over to the SCH4. Now this one's perfect for this. It don't have to be undercut, it works perfect for this. Work right off the tip of the cutter. A little bit of vibration there. There we go. Yeah, it's getting a nice smooth cut there. Oh, look at all this stuff, look. Yeah, got rid of it. Then with this one, the SCH4, cutter's mounted at say 45 degrees, just hold it flat, but because of the way the bar is, you can come right out to the end here. Right, just check that. A little bit more to go. A little bit of vibration. Alright, we're getting there. Got a little bit more here. Feel it? Yep, that's alright, nice and smooth. Oops. Alright, let's see. Got a little bit just there. Okay. feel it. Got a little bump there. Nice and smooth. Right, okay. That's as thin as I want to go there. Now I've just got to do the bottom bit. So for that I use the shear cut hollower. I've got the 10mm cutter. Get up there. I can come across that bottom on the wood. The brilliant chisel, this one. Brilliant cutter. Right, yep. We'll take a bit more that wood away. I can see where the wood is there. A little bit of vibration. That's this way it's coming from the wood to the resin. There we go. Quite a bit of sawdust in there. Look. It's where I'm coming off for the wood to the resin. I'm catching this bottom here, and that's making it scrape rather than cut. And I've got, when I come off, I've got to come round. Obviously I'm working blind, I can't see what I'm doing here. There it is, right, see. I've got to come round and come off the tip. I don't want that vibrating. That's because it's scraping on that top. Right, I'm okay up there. I've got enough out there. I'm just going to go back to that. Back to the SCH, just to give that a little clean up there, so I've got a little bit of vibration off of that one then. And it just put a couple of very small ridges in it. There we go. And that was because I was catching the bottom edge of the cutter, see, I wasn't off the tip, so it was scraping it. As soon as it scrapes, that's it, it starts to make that noise. So if you're getting that noise, because it's scraping, it's not cutting. Same with the 6mm. Because I can't get over enough that way, I was not quite on the tip of it, and because it's so small, because this is so small, you've really got to get right round here to be off the tip. Slightest bit there, and that's scraping, that's not cutting. You're going to be on there. You've really got to keep on the tip of this. It's a bit harder to do with this small cutter, but I found that's what the problem is with the noise, with the screeching. It's when it scrapes. So if it screeches, it's scraping, it's not cutting. You need to adjust your, you need to get right the way round, work off the tip. That's where this one comes in handy, see, because you've got, and because it's a bigger cutter, you've got more tip to play with. Then when it's coming off the tip, look, you've got beautiful control. And you can see it's just peeling it off. Right, I'm just going slightly thinner because I've still got a little bit of play there. Not a lot, but a little bit. Right, okay. Gonna leave it there. I've got to come round and do that top anyway. Okay. Now I'm sorry guys, this is the boring bit because I've got to now do a little bit of sanding on it. So I'll pull this right over, put that on, bit of dust extraction. Right, okay, we'll start off with a 180. slow it down a little bit. A little bit too fast there. That's better. Yep, there we go. Starting dry at the moment. I'll go over to wet sanding in a bit. Right, that's the 180. Right, so we're going to go 240. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, don't need to. Nice and smooth. Right. 320. Keeping it moving nice and fast now, so I don't get the lines. $600. $800. To 1,000 grit now. We can turn it off. Oh, I'll take my face shield off now. Right, because I'm going to be doing a bit of wet sanding now. Probably labour. Right, and I'm going to start off at 1,500 grit. So give it a wet. It's nice this bit because you ain't got the dust. Put my hand there because you get a little bit of water spray. Don't like to wear my face shield when I'm doing this anyway, because although it does stop you getting the water in your face, it marks all the lens, so it's easier just to go and wash it off your face afterwards. Right, that's that one. 100. Especially there, because I like to put them on that and then it dries them out. Right, okay. Let's go through these bricks. Right, this is 1,800. I'm starting to see through it now.
Half an hour.
Okay, well it won't be too long. Another 15 minutes or so we should be done. It's just a quick one. But yeah, so that chisel, like I said, it's a lovely little chisel. It's going to have a adjustable handle. It'll be exactly the same as like what you see there. You'll be able to put your 3/8 and 10mm spindle gouge, bowl gouge in it. And it'll come with a 6mm and an 8mm on a 10mm round bar. And there will be the option to, if you want to purchase the 9mm and the detail possibly. Just drop me an email, see what bars you want for it. So, but at the moment I ain't got time. I ain't got time to get it out there at the moment. I'd say really busy with Christmas and everything. The Christmas time coming up. It's gone quite busy. Getting supplies as well can be a little bit awkward at times of late. Postage has all gone stupid. We've got a postage strike on this week, so 2 days. Anything posted now ain't going to get picked up until Monday from the post office. They're on strike. Parcels are getting lost. I'm having trouble with that. So, but yeah, I'm quite busy, as I said, because I've brought out a lot of new chisels this year. I've been able to, because I've got Lisa now, who does all my, she's fantastic. She does my admin stuff. She does all the emails. I mean, sometimes we can have anything, 300-400 emails come through in a day. And if you're sitting there trying to answer all those, you can imagine how much time that takes. Well, Lisa does all that for me now, so I can carry on working. And she takes care of all that sort of stuff, which is fantastic. She does all my wrapping and all that, so it means I've been able to get more chisels out there, because they're all made by me. And then of course I did have someone make a rather silly comment about my cutters not being of good quality and stuff, so me being me, I thought I'd do a little demo and show how they can cut aluminium and then cut wood and then cut a piece of paper like a scalpel. And of course it went mental for people wanting to buy my cutters again, which is fantastic. So JP Woodworks, you done me a favour, mate. Thank you very much. Slag me off all you want if it gets me extra trade. I don't think there's any need for it, but there you go. What gives people pleasure. Right, I'm up to 12,000 grit now. Gonna be, I've got that a vase to do on the next video, but I'm gonna be doing a goblet after this, because I've been asked if I would do a goblet for Jim. So for Jim I'm going to be doing a goblet. Right, okay, that's my little bit of wet sand in there for the moment. So let me just dry that a bit. There we go, got a bit of see-through on it. Well, I can see through it. Right, now before I turn it round, I want to do my next bit, which is Brosso, which I find fantastic for resin. You keep all your abrasive pastes and stuff. For me, Brosso, fantastic. That's if you can get hold of it at the moment. It's quite hard to get hold of in the shops. No one seems to have it. Right, okay. I'll just give that a couple of seconds, let it all go white, which it does. Don't take long. That's a bit of wet paper, I'll get a dry bit. And I'll dust that off. Right, now it's all gone white.
Good shine on it.
Right, lovely and smooth. No scratch marks or anything on that. It's got quite a nice finish on that. Right, so what I'm going to do now, give it that for a minute. I've got to turn that around now and take that, do what is the top basically. So I'll take that out of there. Right, here you go guys, I've got, yep, similar sort of shape. All four of them are going to be pretty much different. I'm not copying anything to exact. They're just going to hang in a little cluster of bells. So they're only for me. So I'm going a bit mad on Christmas this year. So yeah, so got some nice colours coming through on that. So now I'm going to just turn the top bit. Right, so I'm going to remount that in a different shark. Now for me, I've got my soft jaws. So I tend to use these. They work pretty well for the resin. Well, everything really. I just want to clean that out a little bit. I've got a piece of Paduke in there. Let's say these jaws, you cut them yourself. When they come just dead flat, and you put your own sizes in, your own little mortise into it, or you can do it so you can grab on the outside. You can do whatever you want with them, but I think I'll put a very deep recess in there, so things like this go right inside, and I don't have to over tighten it, because that's gripped right up in there. That's no way that can come off. Okay, and then I'll just gently go down. I don't want to damage it. You see, no, it's not quite straight. Hang on, let's get it back. No, not quite straight. Hang on. Let me bring my towel stock. I'm going to use the towel stock anyway because I've got a lot of wood to take off of that first. Let me bring my towel stock up and that'll centre it. Alright, loosen that up. Get that centred. There we go. That's better. Now we're centred. Right. That little tighten without crushing it, and now we're going to just turn this off. So I'm going to be nice and gentle with it. Alright, get my face shield on. I should be going with the 9mm round cutter, I reckon, there to get that off. A bit more speed up there. Not actually turning there, so that's it. Right. So I'll take my time with it. Right, I'll come in there, so I'll pull this down a bit. I'm going to go pretty much the same as the other one, so I'll do a little dome top on it. getting that. Let's get that transition there, that should be alright. Right, so if I've got to come round in front, there we go. Let's give that a nice clean top. Now I'm going to come in with the detail chisel there for a minute and get rid of this. Remember, this has got a hole in it. There we go. Right, we can move that. I'm going to just take that point out of there because I don't want to stab myself on it. Put it round there and I'll just come round and clean that bottom up. Right, good thing be too bad. Just get a little scrape here. Come on this way. There we go. Right, I'm going to get a bit of sanding going on there now. Right, so bring it down a section. Just so we're going to start with a 240 grit. Bring that in a bit there at the top. 400. The 8. Right, now if I go back to the wet. Now, you get rid of the face shield. That's it, go back to the... Alright, back on the wet paper. blend this in where they come down on that top. Again, that's it. So we're trying to find the Brits here. 240, that's it. 2,400. $3,200 is that? 3,000. No, that's 6.
Oh, that's 3,000.
That's 3,200. That's the one. Next one will be 3,600. You got it there? No, this is a 3,600. It's alright. I should have gone to that one, but it's alright.
Yeah.
This one will do.
4,000.
4. That's the one. 4,000. And there should be 6.
Oh, 6. That's the one I've got there.
6.
Right.
8. Over 600 subscribers at the moment, guys. Thank you very much for that. But like I said, if you're looking to win an ultimate hollower, then I've got to get up to 1,000. So if you could hit that button for me, be nice. Right, that's those. That's my grits done. Right, where's my bit of paper to dry it off? Just dry it off a bit. And so, now coming with the brasso. Just get rid of the water. I don't like having water around the lathe if I can help it. Right, there's my brasso. And I use it on the wood as well, it don't hurt it. Come in with that and polish it up. And what I'm going to do, just on this actual wood, is put a bit of Canuba wax. Outside. Give a nice shine on that, like there. Right, there we go, guys. Should be about it. Yeah. That's all blended in okay. Just take that out of there. There you are, didn't mark it at all. Bit of sawdust inside. Static. Right, there we go. That's my other little bell. Got bits of sawdust on it, so they're sticking to it. It's like static. That'll wear off later. So there you go. I've got holes in the tops already. I've got ribbons to go through. Got to put some ribbons on. I've got 4 of these, and I've got some holly with some berries, some pine cones, and they're just going to make a big like cluster of whatever, just to hang up for Christmas. So there you go. Right, and very, very quickly before I go, if you zoom out on that, I've actually been, just to show you, they're not all finished yet, but, oh, let me take this down. Come round, I'll come
You're
round.
going to come round.
This is just some of the little ornaments I was making. They've all been sprayed up silver. So I'll just use a chrome paint. It's a carbide, and then I've put a bit of gold sparkle over the top of that. So this is one I just made up. This was just an egg one with a couple of finials. That's going to hang up. That's a big one to hang. And then these are all going on the tree outside. So they're all going to be hanging on my outside tree. So I've done them all silver. Let's say little gold bits, little bits, tints of different colours on them. I've got some more over there hanging up. This one's got a little jewel in it, but been out today trying to find marbles. Well, I don't know, see.
Yeah. If anyone knows where you get marbles from nowadays.
Can't give your kids marbles nowadays, can you, in case they swallow them? Yeah. Well, what's the matter with people? I don't know. Right, anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.
Christmas is coming.
Hey. Ho, ho, ho.